Nothing not to do. Just press the button. Just tap it. Slightly tap, tap, tap. His fingers hover above the enter key. He's clearly deciding whether or not to set his plan into the motion. I can't even begin to imagine how much pressure is on his shoulders right now. The leader of Argus was right. He's about to introduce chaos into order. His intended outcome was good. But is that how it would play out? Well, kind of like in Winds of Change, you know? All in all, the characters were supposed to be pure, you know, the purest of the pure. But we were getting corrupted. And the corruption wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It's all about the balance. Until he followed through, I guess he would have no idea. And that must have been a terrifying part. I look at my friends and they all seem locked in fear and anticipation. Especially with my freaking things hurting, everything hurting. Isaac lets out a deep sigh and closes his eyes. He's muttering something to himself, as if it were a mantra. The culmination of his life's work is right within his reach. It's admirable. Then he opens his eyes and looks over at all of us. The hint of worry and doubt he wore on his face is soon replaced with a smirk. However, he had said to himself, it clearly provided him with resolve.
So much for those watchful eyes.
Wabam! He presses the button and a second later all lights shut off. Even the pulsating light on the server turns off. It's as if they are dead. I'm immediately concerned for Taylor's well-being. But remember, he's not here.
Isaac?
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Exploding? I make sure to stand still so I don't accidentally bump into anything.
I removed the shackles on the system's AI.
Oh, so, I'm guessing the history repeats itself. Huh? The AI most likely just offed itself again. Ah! Dang it. That's kind of sad. That is kind of actually sad, wow. Stop smiling, Reggie. That's a bad time to smile. Still, sad situation to be honest. What can I do?
You what? You gave the AI more power?
Well, yes, but trust me, that's for good.
Doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
It was good. Wait, I know exactly what he's doing. Last time there was an unshackled AI.
It's actually a perfect idea, Chiron. It'll be overwhelmed with data and terminate itself.
So you're gonna kill the system?
Pretty much.
Not before bringing it back. With a couple of homemade mods, of course.
Huh?
Too bad the TVs are off. I wanted to see what you did with the drones.
Just a few more seconds. 3, 2...
1. As if on a cue, all the lights turn back on, and including the TV. Much to our surprise, however, nothing has happened in the town square. Everyone on screen looks confused and is looking around at each other.
I didn't do anything with the drones. It
Yeah,
was
then,
just a
Doga.
ploy. Even the town square was a distraction, just like I said.
Everything is the distraction.
Isaac, what did you do?
Hold on. It should happen in a few more seconds. This is it, everyone. The moment of truth.
Silence. Silence. More silence. But then, more silence. Okay, all of our phones go on and off in a unison.
It worked!
We all take out our phones. There is a notification on mine saying, "Welcome to the system, Delta." It's the same notification I got when I signed up as a teenager. But this time there's some sort of file attached to the notification.
Wait, what is this?
It's the blueprint I used to get you into the system.
Huh?
Why do we need this?
It's not just you.
Oh, literally everyone. He tilts his head towards the TV. Everybody in the town square is looking down at their phones. Isaac smirks. It's the semi-evil smirk again.
Anybody with a phone can now help out a zero, just like I did. And because of their monopoly, that's, well...
Ah,
Everybody.
yeah. I'm a little shocked actually. Isaac was operating on a global scale this entire
I
time.
assume most of you have a spare phone or two?
I'm actually surprised about it. Wait, spare phone or two? Jesus Christ, you're rich. You're rich. Please give me the money. I need a second phone, please.
Yeah, just upgraded before Delta arrived.
Okay. Isaac starts typing on the computer again, like he's doing one last thing.
Anyone in the same situation can now give their spare phone to a Zero. In fact, there's probably more spare phones lying around than we'd ever need.
Gee, that's nice. I'm almost in a disbelief. Turns everybody against Argus. Make them favor the Zeros. Then give all of them the power to change the world. Looking back at the TV, the leader of Argus is being evacuated. I guess the town square really was the last of their problems. The least of their problems, rather. There is a bit of anger on their face before the camera cuts. Isaac stops typing and finally leaves the computer behind.
You really are a prodigy.
How much time we got left? Isaac scoffs.
Nah, I just have too much time on my hands.
That is true.
Now,
Speaking of
Argus isn't
time,
the
how much time
only
do we have
entry point
left?
into the system. I'm gonna turn Cypher into the first true competitor.
If you think the world power would allow
I
that,
don't think they have a choice. Once you introduce chaos into order, all you can do is find order again. And the playing field is exactly where I want it to be.
guess so.
You still should have told us you were Hermes, though.
What? And ruin the real reveal?
Frickin' slag raccoon, the otter. He's an otter, right? Oh, he's too thin for it. I guess raccoon is the closest thing he is? I'm not sure. He scoffs and we all look at one another. As if to rob us of our victory, however, Klace looks terrified. He has his back pressed against the servers and is almost crying. No, none of us noticed until now.
You okay, Klace?
That was her.
Huh? Oh, right.
What? You mean the leader?
In my vision,
He cuts himself off and immediately runs towards Isaac. Placing his hand on Isaac's shoulder, he shakes him as he speaks.
Isaac, we need to go, now!
We run!
I know, I was planning on it. We still have about 6 minutes.
Oh, they don't know, huh? Nobody freaking knows apart from us.
No, not just from this building! We need to start driving and never come back!
Oh,
Klace, you're starting to scare me.
well, let me tell you, if you knew what we know, you would be scared too, considering Klace's vision and him kind of getting offed by her.
I need you to listen to me for once, Isaac! We need to go, right now!
Wow, Angie. He's so freaking angry, that's such a nice sprite. He runs towards the elevator and presses the button on it. That face, yeah, incredibly angry. We were all leaving anyway, so we really have no choice. But I've never seen him act this way before. Did he recognize the leader of Argus? All of a sudden, I'm reminded of his diary. That figure with long hair. Was that her? The elevator opens and we all gather up inside. Isaac places his hand on Klace's shoulder and looks him in the eye.
Klace, everything will be okay. I'll get in the car and drive, alright?
Klace nods while trembling in fear at the same time. As the elevator begins to ascend, that fear transfers to all of us. I'm starting to piece it together in my mind. But one fact is clear. This might not end as well as we thought, at least for us. Oh, jeez. Please, don't kill off Klace. That's the last thing I need. Please don't kill him. When the elevator door opens, it feels like we're entering the new world. Well, we basically are. What Isaac did, it changed almost everything. The world would be helping Zeros en masse, not just Toronto. I remember them theorizing about this in the group chat. The government would have to step in and regulate the system. Argus didn't own it anymore, like they had for decades and decades. Decades or decades, whichever. It belongs to the world now. New companies, new competitors, new innovations. I think the next few decades would bring dramatic technology advancements. If we lived to see that, that is. Klace still looks terrified as we exit the elevator. I can only assume that his vision involved some sort of tragedy. And not only that, but the tragedy involved the leader of Argus. The elevator doors closes behind
Klace?
us.
Yeah,
Wanna tell me what's going on?
Please do.
it's just.
So I can have clear conscience, come
It's
on.
the first time I've ever seen her.
It's the first time anyone has seen her, Klace.
No, that's not the first time you've seen her, Klace.
No, that's not what I meant.
His shouts echoes through the hallway. I've never seen him quite so bothered before.
Hey, Isaac,
What?
The tension in the air is
this
thick.
isn't the right floor, is it?
Oh. We look around the room and realize he's right. Our concern for Klace must have overtaken anything else. Isaac immediately turns around and starts mashing the button. The elevator button, that is. It appears that we're several floors higher than we need to
What
be.
happened?
Kyron looks down at
4
his
minutes,
phone.
Isaac.
I'm trying!
If time runs out, the lobby will be full of security guards. The leader gave away our location, and
Ouch.
I said I'm trying!
Exactly. We're trying our best. Ah. He's mashing the button, but nothing is happening. The elevator might be coming, but it must be far
Get up
away.
the stairs.
Not enough time. We're too high up.
I guess so.
what else are we supposed to do?
Just wait, it's coming!
3 more.
Before he can finish, someone shouts freeze from the end of the hallway. We turn around, greeted to the sight of security guards holding a revolver. Our hands immediately raise up as we're all locked in fear. They take slow steps forward, aiming the gun directly at us. I guess we didn't lock all of the employers away, but even so, we're running out of time. If we survive this, we would be an army. There would be an army greeting us in the atrium. Bringing the tension in the room, Klace steps forward, pushing us aside.
Watch the TV, it's over!
The guard takes another step forward. Klace spreads out his arms like he's defending us. The other might see it as bravery, but I see someone almost embracing death.
Put down the gun! Take out your phone!
Another step forward.
Are you just gonna kill us?
Oh, poor boy. Another.
Because it's your job?
One
That
more.
doesn't sound wrong to you? Killing innocent people to protect your boss? Well then go on! Do it! Kill more people in the name of Argus! Just like those 2 in the town square! See how well that works out for you!
The guard looks down their sight, ready to shoot. For a second, it seems like time stands still. Oh boy. He pretty much embraced his vision and his intrusive thoughts. They could easily kill all of us. I see their finger reach for the trigger. A second later, a loud cracking noise fills the hallway. We all wince and look around frantically to assess what happened. Security guard falls to the ground, clearly knocked unconscious.
Did you miss me?
That is a nice twist. Hello there. What the hell are you doing here? Taylor stands there, tapping a baseball bat against his shoulder. Did he steal the bat straight from freaking Isaac's car? It's cracked. He definitely didn't hold back on the guard. Ouch. Ouch. If he killed him, we are screwed. We all run towards him and greet him with hugs and cheers. He just laughs, returning each hug as we head back to the elevator. Let me remind you, we are on the time limit.
Isaac, you're lucky there was actually a bat in your trunk. A few seconds later, and you'd have been dead meat.
Yes.
You know me. When have I ever lied to you?
Oh, trust me, the list has expanded tenfold.
Hell yeah.
What do you say? Ready to get going, Hermes?
You're gonna hold it up against him for a long time, huh? As if on a cue, the elevator doors open. We all rush in, and Isaac presses the button to take us to the
Thanks,
lobby.
Taylor. I don't know how much longer I could have stalled them.
You didn't stall them, you did the opposite.
You saw me, huh?
Not at first, but yeah. I really thought they'd shoot me.
I hate to say it, but we can't celebrate just
Yep,
yet.
pretty much. A beeping sound comes from the Chiron's phone. He holds it
Looks
up.
like time's up.
Just as the doors start to close, something catches us off guard. A loud banging noise. It causes my ears to ring, making me panic. The panic is shared. We all look around frantically, and then I see it. The security guard wasn't fully unconscious. The doors closed. They took the opportunity to fire off one shot. Isaac immediately stumbles against the wall, clutching his shoulder. He got fucking shot. What? What a cunt! He shot him! He looks down in disbelief as blood trickles through his fingers. Then he starts sliding down the wall, falling to the floor.
Isaac! Here, help me get him up.
Oh no! Dante and Klace immediately reach down for Isaac. They help guide him to his feet, wrapping one of his arms around each of them. He seems a bit delirious, but he's not passed out, and it didn't seem like a fatal shot.
We need to go.
Yes, please.
What do we do? That lobby is going to be full of security.
We have to try talking ourselves out of this.
We can try it.
There's no way.
Remember what Isaac promised. Get in the car and drive far away from here.
We need to get Isaac to a hospital. Besides, you haven't even explained why you're freaking out.
Please.
Trust in Dante. Get to the car and drive.
Yes, please. Let us freaking escape from here. We overstayed our welcome long ago. Isaac grunts in pain as the elevator begins to ascend to the lobby.
But where? You need medical attention.
There's a first aid kit in his trunk. We can use that and just run for it.
Yes,
We
please.
can go to my colony. I'll show you the way.
We'll never be able to pass the walls.
We can.
We can.
Huh?
My car.
All right, he has been there.
It's how I went. As Hermes.
Isaac shrugs away Dante's arm, letting Klace solely prop him up. Grabbing Dante's hand, he guides it to the wand and applies pressure.
Don't worry about me. Just get to safety.
I think this is it, Isaac. There's no way we can fight our way out of that lobby.
We can try.
No, but we can talk our way out of it. Like I said, it's really the only option we have.
Pretty much. We cannot take a gun because they kinda fired one shot out of 6.
How? Wait a minute.
Dante reaches into Isaac's pocket and pulls out the drive.
This is how. A bargaining chip.
Alright.
What's that?
It's...
Before Dante can start, the elevator comes to a sudden stop. This time, we arrive at the lobby level for sure. Whatever greets us, it seemed like the odds were not in our favor. Talk our way out of this, get Isaac patched up, and escape Chiron's colony. How does that saying go again? Alright. Out of a frying pan. Fish out of frying pan, eh? Ouch. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt badly. It's gonna sting too. As soon as the door opens, we make our way to the lobby. However, the sight we're greeted is far from the pleasant. In fact, it makes me feel the exact opposite of how I felt when I was here before. At first, I was stunned by the beauty, the potential grace, and the majesty of Argus. Oh, out of frying pan into the fire. I actually did not know that saying. Out of the frying pan straight into the water. But now, all I see is Argus, planting their strength on people simply fighting for their ideas. I wonder, there's no other Cypher agents to assist. Nope. Because Hermes kind of works alone, it seems, for most part. Dozens of armed guards lined the lobby, holding up rifles at us as we exit the elevator. They tell us to raise our hands as we comply. Compliance through fear, that's just what the leader of Argus wanted to avoid. Yet here we stand, our lives in the hands of those who we came to directly oppose. I look at Klace, who continuously holds up Isaac. It's clear that the wand wasn't fatal, and he would be fine just with some treatment. All we had to do was talk ourselves out of this. It seemed like Dante was up to bat. Oh no, don't bat. Don't bat them.
I'm going to take a few steps forward. Please don't be alarmed.
During the New Year party, didn't Isaac admit to Delta that Cypher agents was visiting? Yeah, they were visiting him. It's just a matter that it really didn't matter. It's just few people, to my knowledge. Wait, this is just what Isaac did in our R&R campaign. Dante is trembling in fear as he takes few steps forward. The light shining down from the sunroof strikes the drive in his hand. It almost exaggerates it, subtly grabbing the attention of the guards.
We anticipated a greeting like this, so please, hear me out before you make a decision.
Alright. He gulps. The lasers from guns focus solely upon him. From the sky we can hear the chopper. It looks to be from one of the news stations. They have a camera pointed down through the sunroof, filming the entire ordeal. Ouch. Their PR is just taking a huge hit right now. That must have meant we're being broadcast live around the world. Now everybody would know who we are. That's terrifying. Dante seems to realize he can use this against the
See what I'm
guards.
holding in my hand? This is a drive full of Argus's most classified documents.
The guards immediately change their stance like they are ready to fire.
Wait. If you kill us, you can retrieve the drive, sure. But this isn't the only copy, so listen close.
Oh, gaslighting them like that, huh?
We sent copies of these files to several Cypher computers. If any of us die, our team has the approval to leak them.
Well, they can take the bait. I hope they will take the bait. Clearly a bluff, but the guards lower their stance.
So if you shoot, every secret you tried to cover up will come to light. And not only that, but you'll murder us in front of the entire world.
Oh, hail to the yeah. Dante tilts his head up, reminding them of the helicopter presence. He got them in a clench.
A world that you already know has turned against Argus. How do you think they'll greet you when you go back outside?
Yep. I look behind guards and notice a large gathering in front of the public building. The people must have rushed here after the leader fled the town square. And to make it even better, I can hear them cheering on
Put
Hermes.
down your guns and let us leave. I've seen some of these files. It's not worth it.
Huh? Dante takes another step
Whatever
forward.
you think you're doing, whoever you think you're serving, it's not right.
It is not quite right. Then again, are they serving the new Argus? The Argus that the lady wants to establish? Or are they serving the old Argus? And I think it's the latter.
Didn't you hear what your leader said? You can't hold authority through fear.
Yep. Another step forward.
Although, your job is to enforce Argus's rule. Are you scared of losing points?
Huh.
Insubordination.
Yeah.
Always looking to pass the dirty work down a few levels. Well, if it's points you're after, go ahead and shoot. But just know that everybody is watching. It won't matter what your score is anymore.
That is freaking true, considering what's gonna happen with the system.
We can all hold each other accountable now. Argus isn't the only path forward. It never was.
Yep.
We've given power to the people. You can either be with us or against us.
Hail the revolution. The revolution that gonna revolutionize the world that we know in 2042. He holds out the drive.
So I'll ask you again. Please, lower your weapons. Don't cling to the remnants of her power, because Argus will be held accountable for everything they've done. And your actions will decide whether you go down with them or rise with us.
Ooh, freaking hell. Well, he is well spoken after all. Like, come on, he's a writer. He has to be well spoken. His final words echo through the atrium. Wow. Talk about rousing speech. He did always have a way with words, though. I can sense the hesitation in the guards, the sheer apprehension. They are just waiting to see who acts first. The rest would probably follow suit.
Dante. Don't worry, I got this.
He turns his attention back to the guards.
Don't make me ask again. We can go outside and greet the new world as allies.
The next few moments feel like an eternity. I can feel my heart beat faster and stronger than ever before. And I know that my friends all feel the exact same, unified in our fear that these may be our last moments alive. But like we always said, we would go down together. That what really mattered, that we had each other's back until the end. Kinda sad that the until the end wasn't properly highlighted, but oh well. Huh? But then, one of the guards lowers their weapon, then another, then another. Soon enough, our hostile greeting has reached its end. The guards move aside, giving us the freedom to exit the building.
I'm a bit surprised myself.
Did you not expect for it to work? Klace and Isaac step forward.
Let's get to the car. We've got to go to that colony.
As fast as possible. We start taking slow, cautious step towards the exit. The crowd outside is still cheering out Hermie's name. A lot of them must be Zeros from the town
I
square.
think you have a bit of a welcoming party, Isaac.
Quite a bit, huh? Isaac simply smirks as we leave the building. The crowd goes silent upon seeing our group. It's almost eerie. I know that most of these people are Zeros and agents of Cypher. Isaac waves at them as if to signal that he's Hermes. They are seeing their leader and champion for the first time after all. First time seeing him, and first time being the biggest impression after being shot. The righteous cheering is now met with happy smiles and knowing noises. Knowing noises? Knowing nods. Or whatever it was written there. Dang it! I'm reminded of the night we left the club and Dante dropped the booze. Everyone stayed far away from us, scared to approach and interact with Zeros. But now, they are all together, in unity. It's impossible to tell who belongs to what group. Well, I guess there weren't groups anymore. That was the point of all this. The crowd moves aside, giving us a clear path to Isaac's car. At least it appears to be a clear path. Standing there, staring right at me, is a child. They smile at me, and I do the same in return, just like before. It's almost like they knew I was special right from the beginning. Despite the circumstances, I don't see any hint of grief on their face. The dog. They stand surrounded by city folk and Zeros in the new world their parents fought for. A new world that, even though it may be hard to believe, was created by us. Our victory ensured that the deaths of their parents weren't in vain, and I can see from the looks on their face that they understand this. And understanding conveyed without words, just like our entire bond thus far. The dog, why you bark so much? The child realizes they were staring and shakes their head with embarrassment. Then they run off to the side, fully opening the path to the car. We can't waste any more time, so we enter to rush inside. Taylor opens the trunk and puts the bat back inside. I can see him retrieve a first aid kit and a booze bottle. Dante gets in the driver's seat and Chiron the passenger seat. A moment later, we are off. Myself, Taylor, and Klace are left to patch Isaac up in the back. I guess our destination was Chiron's colony and an escape from
You
Toronto.
good to lead the way?
Please.
Yeah, let's go.
Freaking the navigator and the driver. It's a rally race at